Today, we're going to show you how these animals reunited with their owners, and you're definitely going to want to give your pet a hug by the end. But for now, subscribe and click on the bell so you don't lose this channel. If I could speak bird, I bet this raven is screaming,
"Mom, Dad, I'm back from college!"
Because these people saved him and released him into the wild as a baby, and now he's back. This little fox just can't contain herself when she sees the same volunteer who saved her a few years ago. Watch her go wild with joy like a little hurricane of emotion. Now, listen to these sounds of happiness when the girl realizes that she's found her lost cat. This is no coincidence, because soulmates always find each other. The meeting between a hyena and its owner proves that even predators can be friendly and attached to people. Now I know why Harley Quinn loves hyenas so much. We all know that dogs love to greet their owners, but how about parrots? This guy's like a real-life Disney princess. This woman rescued a little monkey and raised it as her own child, and now their bond is unbreakable, even when the baby lives in the wild and they rarely see each other. To some people, 3 months isn't that long to not see someone, but for best friends, it's an eternity. Look, this dog's joy has spread to everyone else in the airport. But what happens to the king and queen of beasts when they meet the man who rescued them years ago? They become playful little kittens again.
Hello, boy. Hello, boy. Hello, boy. Hello, boy.
Here's something you didn't know about elephants. They love to hug as a token of their gratitude for helping them get back to their family.
Not yet.
And this Bambi had grown so much that this guy hardly recognized him. But the deer knew exactly who his rescuer was even a year later and decided to visit him. This fox has just found a best friend, and now she will never go hungry. I know that girls like tall guys, but this tall? Looks like this giraffe has already found someone who will love him for the rest of his life. Casey hasn't seen her owner in 2 long years and missed her so much that when they were finally reunited, she fainted. But she's fine, don't worry. Quarantine separated 2 best friends, but that didn't stop them from maintaining a strong bond. Now, it seems that nothing will ever drive them apart again.
Goodbye, sir.
Sure, lizards are cold-blooded animals, but their little hearts are just as warm as anyone else's, especially when greeting their beloved owner. For Limbani the chimpanzee, every day that he gets to see his rescuers is a real holiday. Just look at how happy this little guy is when he's with the people who gave him a second chance at life. No, these aren't the penguins from Madagascar, and they're not up to anything. They're actually just really happy to see their favorite volunteer. No matter how powerful and graceful a lion is, even he can't stand on his own paws when he hears the voice of his owner, whom he hasn't seen in ages. This little sparrow could have simply drowned in the open ocean, but a sailor saved it before it was too late, and now it loves to visit the crew.
Money found a new seat.
Look at this wonderful reunion between a man and his camel who were forced to separate a year earlier due to a move. The animal never forgot his old friend and proved that even camels can have feelings towards humans. The Lion King gave hyenas a bad reputation, but this is what they're really like when they become strongly attached to a human. Did you know what sound a fox makes when it's really happy to see a loved one after a long separation? Well, now you know.
Hi, Dixie. Oh my gosh, hi, Finn.
The whole family thought that their cat Diego had been eaten by a coyote 2 years ago, but not his owner Iris, who wholeheartedly believed he would come back. And he did. And this farmer can't stay too long in the city. After all, someone is patiently waiting for him back home. True love is when your best friend jumps into your arms at 60 kilometers an hour. And this woman is always late for work because her cat just doesn't want to let her go. For 6 long months, this girl couldn't see her horse because it was so far away, but she finally made the long trip just for this moment. Imagine what it's like for this monkey to see her favorite volunteer only once a year. But this girl once replaced its mother at the most difficult time. This girl has no idea that this day will become the happiest day ever because the dog that was kidnapped a year ago is waiting for her at home. Who says that only dogs can be loyal? This rooster waits for his human girl to get off the school bus every day so he can be in her arms as soon as possible. This tiger isn't stalking his prey. He's rushing towards his owner, who he just can't stand to be away from. Every day, this goose flies to the man who saved her a year ago. Her own family abandoned her, but people didn't, and she will never forget that. Aaron Morris lost his car, but he was able to get back his most valuable possession from inside, his beloved dog. Little Jolene was abandoned in another state, but now she's back home, and that's what counts. And thanks to this parrot, the family always knows when their dad gets home from work. Gary was already on the verge of despair, thinking that he would never see his service dog again, until the police found the stolen dog after 3 long days.
Oh my God! Oh my God, how did you do this? How did you do this? Oh, Arrow, where have you been? Oh, my buddy, where have you been, my friend? Oh my God, thank you, Angel. What a beautiful man you are.
This baby elephant was so happy to see his favorite volunteer that he completely forgot his manners. It's scary to imagine that the previous owner treated the poor thing so terribly and didn't show him any love. Have you been wanting to get a dog for a long time? Or maybe you would prefer a donkey now? This girl had to leave her beloved pet for 2 whole months, and little Molly came to greet her at the airport. Look at her telling her human about how lonely she's been. For this playful kitten, its favorite day isn't its birthday, but the day it gets to see its favorite volunteers who have become its family. Did you know that pigs can feel affection? Every day, when Miguel the pig sees his beloved guardian, he comes to give her a special greeting. Koalas usually only love eucalyptus leaves and sleep. Replace eucalyptus leaves with pizza and I'm a koala. But more than anything, this little one loves meeting up with his friend in her backyard. She seems to have all the right qualifications to be doing this. This fox ended up in a dog shelter as a baby and thinks of herself as, well, a dog. So it's no surprise that she faithfully remembers her first owner and now doesn't want to part with him. A few years ago, this man saved a crocodile's life, but he wasn't expecting the creature to come back and be 4 meters long. Luckily, the predator never forgot the man's kindness, but don't try this on your own. Look at how this swan rejoices when it sees the man who took care of it. 2.5 years ago, it was rescued from poachers and still hasn't stopped thanking its hero. Let this elephant's kiss be the definitive proof that animals can experience just as much joy as people when they're reunited. Even a huge difference in height can't keep these two friends apart after not seeing each other for so long. For this baby jaguar, a human visit is the highlight of the day at the shelter. Just look at how it tries to express its feelings. This girl lost her horse 8 years ago when an injury put an end to her equestrian career, but today they're being reunited.
How'd you get in here? How'd you do that? I make it happen. How'd you do that?
We've all heard about how devoted swans can be, but how about a goose that greets you like a loyal dog? I wonder if they make "Beware of Jealous Goose" signs. Dean Schneider hasn't seen his family in 2.5 weeks, and they are so excited that he's coming back. That's right, I'm talking about these lions, for whom he even sold his company in Zurich. This is what Beauty and the Beast looks like in real life, and it has a happy ending. But this happened under the supervision of professionals, so do not try this at home. Jenny the elephant hasn't seen her best friend in 3 months, so she decided to give him a proper hug.
О, смотри, яблоки приехали.
Leopards can be very affectionate and loving, but only with those who have earned their love with kindness and sincerity. This coyote's name is Dakota, and she will never forget how this woman saved her life. Now, her place is here among humans, and she knows exactly who her favorite person is. Now, you've seen how happy dolphins can be when they see an old friend again. Sure, they're the most intelligent mammals after humans, but like all guys, all they want is a kiss from a pretty girl. These big cats can barely stand being away from their human, so when he comes back, they have a hard time sharing. You don't have to speak cat to know what this cat is saying. It's obvious how much he missed his owner, even without a translation. All this elephant wants is to wait for his best friend and play games with her. Well, today is his lucky day. And here's how a lioness named Serga greets her favorite person. Good thing she doesn't bite like my cat. Thanks to this guy, Albert will never know about Thanksgiving traditions, and for that, he will always be grateful.
Oh, poor him. He's so happy that it's not raining.
After 6 years in a small zoo, a cheetah named Gerda found herself in a fairy tale, and she never gets tired of kissing her beautiful prince. The best part of the day for this beluga is when her favorite zookeeper comes to work. She only has kisses for him. I swear, this is